Good morning, Mobile Electronics Magazine, Emmy Industry Awards. My name is Daniel DeCampley, and this is my video submission for Installer of the Year. So, like I said, my name is Daniel DeCampley. I've been on this list before. I've moved around quite a lot, and this is where I'm at now. So, let's give you the tour. Come along, guys. So, currently right now, I work at Big Apple Music, which is in Watertown, New York. Business has been around for 35 plus years. Here is our storefront. Do car audio, home audio, accessories and whatnot. So this is up front where guys work. There's Angel and Diggy. Let's go back to the shop. So here's our shop. It is set up as 4 bays technically, 2 here, 1 in the middle, and then we'll come over to my land. So over here is my area. Toolbox, array of mobile solutions templates. Thanks, Brian. I mean, I had to pay for them, but I'm a Snap-on fan. Go figure. Workbench, computer, printer, cooler, all the good stuff. Tools wise, we've been really busy, so it's a little bit of a mess. You know, pliers and whatnot, screwdrivers and whatnot, any kind of Allen key you'd ever even consider needing, wrenches, sockets, picks and other screwdrivers, ratchets galore. Don't pick on me. Multimeter, battery testers, you name it, hook, scanners, all the good stuff, soldering irons, picks, whatnot, hammers galore. In here is a bevy of, you know, snacks, other stuff, the router bits and templates and RCAs and whatnot. So here's my work area. Go on over here, show you our wood shop. Now it's a wood shop. In the last videos I've made, I didn't have a wood shop. I had a parking lot. So here's a wood shop. It's a 12 by 18 shed. You know, standard table saw, standard router, standard workbench. Nothing crazy, nothing involved. I would love to have CNC routers, and I would love to have lasers and all that good stuff. Kind of keeps me, as I said it before in the past videos, it keeps me very humble. I need a trim. Keeps me very humble, not having all the high dollar stuff and still being able to turn out some really cool custom stuff. So when it comes to custom stuff, I do I've been doing this 30 years. This is my 30th year doing car audio. I do everything. Cars, trucks, boats, motorhomes, side-by-sides. Up here in the North Country, do a ton of side-by-sides. I'll have to drop pictures of those because I've got way too many of them. But when it comes to people saying, you know, well, what can you do in a vehicle? You know, how do I know you can do this stuff? Well, I have 2 of my own personal vehicles here, and I'll show you what I've done in those. Vehicle is, I have a 2018 Ford F-150. This one, we did keep the factory radio because I wanted to keep the factory look. So factory radio right there. But I do, if you look right here, I have an Audison Bit 1. Did go ahead and make custom pillars for it. So I do have Hertz HSK 163s in here. So I got the 3 in tweet in there, 3 in tweet in there. Very factory look, you know, clean, simple. So when someone looks in here, it doesn't look like I've done anything. The 6-inch mid base in the door. Come around the back. Do have, you know, just standard 6.5-inch coaxials in the back. You know, enclosure under the seat. You know, 2 12s. And then behind the seat, I do have Hertz HDP4, HDP1, the Bit 1, crossovers, you know, loomed, braided, you know, nice and clean. So if we do a lot of trucks up here. Someone says, well, what can you do in a truck? here you go. Now, I also have my other vehicle. My other vehicle is a 2009 Jetta. This one's a little different. This one's airbagged, wide-bodied, carbon fiber everywhere. A little more different, but, you know, if someone wants a little more of an extreme, you know, setup. This one, I have, you know, custom door pods, you know, 2 6.5 inch. These are Hertz Millie Legends in here. In this particular vehicle, I did do another set of pillars. So there's the 3 in the tweet up in there. You know, they're also lit because, you know, you gotta have lit stuff. In the dash, came with double DIN, but iPad in the middle. Back doors are just, you know, clean, simple. I didn't want to go overboard on those. But then in the back, sitting all under the factory covers, we've got 2 HDP4s, HDP1, 3 batteries, all Stinger hardware, all TechFlex loomed, air ride system. Everything was hand bent lines, and did all that myself. The nice thing about it, 12-inch woofer in the side over here. The cool thing is when everything's in there, you can't tell anything's in the vehicle at all, which is a nice touch. So, now on to the questions. That was an extreme close-up, I apologize. All right, on to the questions. Let's see. I had to do a cheat sheet again because I'm 46, I got mold, I kind of forgot. Okay, here we go. So, Daniel DeCampley, 30 years, Big Apple Music, and I've been here for a little over 2 years. Biggest challenge, accomplishment, personal, professional, you've overcome in the past year? Well, you know, we're all post-COVID, so that's, you know, the issue with getting product anymore isn't as big as it once was. I think turnover of employees and getting new employees in and trying to train them has probably been the biggest challenge. And personally, maybe would be, my wife's military, we move around every couple of years. So in 20 years of our marriage, I have moved 7 or 8 times. So every time I move to a new place, I have to start over again, which is always tough. And she's getting ready to retire. So this year we got to figure out where we're going to go next. That's also been a really tough thing. Co-workers, how would they describe you? I don't know, dancing panda bear. I'm always happy-go-lucky, unless something's really only bothering me, and then you'll know I'm mad. But I try to influence positivity and just keeping the morale up around the shop, even when it's really busy or even when it's really slow. Always trying to get stuff done. Installation specialty and philosophy. Integration, making it look like it belongs there, clean, functional, serviceable. I like doing custom work. Downfall is in this area, every time we move, there's a new form, you know, there's, based on the areas, what you're going to get. And here, unfortunately, even though it's a military town, people don't like spending money. So the custom aspect, I still love doing it, but just unfortunately the money's not there. Customers remember about the installation aspect of your service. That once it's done, they don't need to come back. That it's going to be done right, that the money they're spending on their vehicle, they know that they're getting a good quality job, and you know, once it's done right, and they don't have to worry about coming back. Big issue, I always teach this to new guys too, is that, you know, besides a home, the car is generally the second largest investment someone's going to make, so you want to make sure you take care of it. Industry professionals, 30 years of doing this. I mean, it's kind of, I'm blessed enough to know a lot of people in the industry, and I've worked with a lot of people in the industry. Jason Ewing, I worked with him for a long time, one of my good buddies. He's always influenced me. You know, Chris Pate down in Texas, you know, watching his videos, just seeing what he does over the years, it's been really, you know, inspiring. But, you know, going even back further, you know, watching, you know, Earl Zalzmer and Greg Cobbs and Gary Biggs and the jobs they did were really impressive. Why should I be part of the top 50? I don't want to say I deserve it. It's the kind of thing where, you know, a lot of people are like, well, why do you still do this? I still have the passion for it. 30 years of doing car audio is a long time. 30 years of anything is a long time. I still enjoy doing what I do. I come to work every day and I'm like, okay, let's see what new challenges are. I love being the first person working on a new car. I love working on a car that has 3-5 miles on it. Here we do a ton of remote starts because it gets really cold. It's already cold. It's not even October yet and it's cold. Is it October? No, it's not October yet. It's cold up here already. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. Being able to problem solve and decipher and figure out what's going on, that's something I pride myself in. And when I do a job for somebody and they see it and they're like, wow, who did that job? Or if I do a job and it's timeless, it's not something that is dated, or they can look at it 5 years from now and go, wow, I don't need to do anything because it still looks good. The system in my Volkswagen, that system's been in there for 4 years now, but it still looks like something clean, simple. It doesn't look like something from the 90s. So I've already given you the walkthrough. That's it. And I got to go ahead and give you the still shots. But yeah, so once again, Daniel DeCampley, Big Apple Music, Watertown, New York. And here's my submission. I would say, I hope this gets to you, Solomon, but I know that you're behind the desk doing other stuff. So Chris, I hope this gets to you. And thank you for your consideration.